Hey, what's going on? For those of you who don't know Kenzie, Kenzie's here.
I'm a pro PC
Kenzie's a pro.
builder. And that's why I'm here today.
And you specialize in...
Cutting things
Yes.
for PCs.
Oh, okay. Well...
I don't know.
Move forward from that. What's going on, guys?
Cutting pieces for the PC?
yes, we're cutting tubes.
Why is it so weird? I just said what we're doing.
What's going on? You want to hit the plus button on the music? Just once? You just paused it.
I don't know how these things work. How do I unpause it?
You tap the middle, it pauses it. Yeah, I got it.
I'm not a
There we go.
tech genius. What do you want from
What
me?
mic do you use for the setup? We're using the shotgun mic that's mounted onto the camera. I think you hit it a couple times. You want to turn it back down once? There you go.
I can't tell the difference between, like, it doesn't even sound different.
Is Romy in here? What's up, Maria? Oh my gosh, he is. What camera are you using? So this is the Sony FX3 that we use for all the YouTube videos. Because I'm kind of in a janky setup right now, I'm just basically using the YouTube situation, which is also janky, as the stream situation. And you should see the cables going everywhere right now. It's a mess. But as you can see, here we got over here. We have the future streaming PC for the channel. And we've got some hardline tubing.
Yep.
You want to pull one out of there?
What is it? Which one? What
This
Oh.
long thing right here.
Oh,
Just
wow.
pull one out. Yeah, there we go. We got our cutting tool. You want to grab that?
What is that?
Oh, come on. You know which one it is. You're a pro. Yes, our cutting tool.
Is it this?
our cutting tool.
I don't know. What is it? I mean,
You're so close. I'll
sure
give you a
people
hint.
can-
It's on this table. I'm gonna pull this up as the chat. Yes,
No, I'm
our cutting tool.
What? Mm-hmm. Oh, this thing.
There you go, our cutting tool.
Okay. Whatever.
I'm actually gonna pull the chat up on my phone. You almost had it first try. I'm really grateful you're here, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. There we go. And so we're gonna do a couple of the lines in here. Slowly but surely. We've still got some other parts coming. I've got a couple more fittings. Because this one right here wasn't gonna work the way we had it. I wanna go diagonally from this, then 90 degree down into here. And it turns out it really doesn't line up well. I even like put together this fat extension and it still doesn't line up at a 45 degree. So got a couple other fittings coming for that. So we're just gonna do some of these that don't require any bends right now.
Wine and Wins, yeah, his COVID test was negative, thankfully. Thank goodness.
Oh yeah, we're good.
So he's all...
Wait,
are
is-
you better today? Are you 100% now?
I think I'm 100%.
Good. That's good. I haven't asked him.
Yeah,
yet
yeah,
today.
we're all
Every
good.
morning
No-
I've been asking him what
No
percent
COVID.
he's at.
No COVID over here. Can I say my videos are sponsored by StreamBeats? Are your videos sponsored by StreamBeats?
You could say they're powered by StreamYard.
You can. That implies a sponsorship.
Does
Are
it?
they sponsored by StreamBeats? No. You can't say they're sponsored by StreamBeats. Okay. All right. So here's what we're doing. All right. We're getting one tube going straight down here. I just realized, is this one going to be a 90 also? How many? I only have 4 90s, and we're going to need to put one here and then one here. And then one here and one here. I don't have one for here. Did I order another one? Okay, let's focus on this one. So this one's going to go straight down to be in line with this hole right here, okay?
Okay.
That's your first goal, is to cut this long enough to go so that this can connect to it,
Okay.
and it'll be perfectly in line with this hole.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.
All right. I can tell you're already feeling nervous.
I'm not even nervous. I'm just spacing out. I don't even. My brain didn't even process what you said. I'm sorry. I texted the epoxy people, and so my brain's on that.
Oh, good.
Trying to get you a solid stream room.
Yeah. Yeah, once we get the garage finished, we can move all the stuff out of that storage room and make that storage room the stream room. And we also have to have this PC finished. Do you want to trade me spots since you're going to kind of be working this side?
Am I going to be working that side? Mm-hmm. I feel like this wasn't discussed.
You got this.
Okay.
All right. So, here, take a look at it from here real quick, all right? So, you oriented, you see how it's looking at? It's this camera right here.
Whoa,
right?
first supposing I was like, how are they seeing that?
Yeah, it's this camera right here looking right at the PC.
Giant camera, got it.
So you see, you know, this cable right here is this cable right here, okay?
Okay.
You oriented?
Yeah, sure.
It's really important that you're oriented.
I didn't know. I thought it was coming down here for moral support. I didn't know I was
you're gonna do some work.
Okay.
So, do you know? Can you point on the computer where this thing is right here? This little.
I have a headache.
This little 90-degree tube fitting. Good. That's the one right there. Okay, good. All right. So it's gonna go out of there and so we're making a straight line tube straight down until it's in line with this right here. Okay. Because this is going to form a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
It's like this,
No,
okay?
I get it. Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Now, keep in mind.
What do you want me to do with this?
You're going to cut it.
You're actually going to make me cut it?
Hmm?
Okay.
So, keep in mind, you can always cut it shorter.
Okay.
You can try things on. We can do whatever you need. But once you cut it too short, we got to start over.
Okay.
Also important, it's okay if that happens, because we're going to have, this is loud. Because we're also going to have even smaller pieces. So if you cut it too small, we can keep using it for future stuff, okay?
Okay.
But how about this is the one thing I'll make you do?
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah. My head hurts. This would normally make my head hurt, and my head already hurts. How do you figure that out? Like, what do you...
So why don't we first just make a cut, and we'll get something that's a little bit more manageable, okay? We can always cut pieces off and use them for other moments, all right?
Can we not just get, like, a ruler and, like, or a string and measure
We could do
length?
that. I'd have to get it.
Get just a cable.
A cable?
Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
USB.
but we would need a ruler to measure how long that is.
You want to go real? I eyeballed everything on the last PC.
Well, that's very baller of you. We can eyeball whatever you want.
What do you want to do?
I'll do whatever you want, Yoda.
Let's just cut off a manageable piece and let's see what you can get, all right?
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut from the bottom.
All right.
Because I can at least kind of like semi-eyeball it.
We'll cut a little extra.
Yeah, so I'll probably just go to like this thing. And then like here.
Okay. So here's how this works. So you're gonna wrap it around and you're gonna tighten this until it's got some pressure on it, okay?
This is so
Yeah, it's weird until it
cumbersome.
tightens properly.
Okay.
Tighten a little bit more, so it's actually like squeezing it.
Okay, hold on.
And then you're gonna
look at this again. Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah, it's good. So you're gonna make sure it's tight, and then you're gonna twist it around at once or twice.
How?
Just rotate it. Yep. There you go. Okay, then you're gonna tighten it a little bit more. Yeah. Just to make sure you're making some progress with each tighten.
What are the people saying? Am I doing a good job, you guys?
Someone's saying she looks like she's doing a really good job.
Yeah.
Someone says just use your telekinesis. Kenzie's concentration face is great. And that's what you're going to do. You're just going to
I need
keep.
to look away from the camera. Now I'm self-conscious.
So then you turn a little bit tighter. Then make sure you just do at least a full circle with every tighten, okay?
And this
just
is
gonna keep
fun.
going.
And this is fun to you.
Yeah. Can I have my drink?
Just as long as we're clear.
What's going on, chat?
You know what? I'm gonna make a bold statement. I'm not a fan of smoothies as like meals. I know you are. You like love smoothies. Smoothies don't like fill me up.
I don't
ever.
love smoothies.
You don't?
They're just easy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Of course that's why you like them. Not because they're enjoyable. I made smoothies for us for breakfast this morning, and I feel like I'm like already hungry, and that was only 2-3 hours ago.
Daughter was just born? Have you guys felt your baby move yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's kicking.
She might be like her mom. This is putting her to sleep.
Romy, it has been a while. How you been, man? Yeah, she always kicks
Is
at
this
night.
good? She kicks at night and in the mornings a lot. And whenever I'm like laying down.
How close you coming over there? You
Am
getting
I
there?
taking a long time?
No, you're doing great.
And then how do I know if it's done?
It'll come off. You're definitely doing a full circle each time you tighten it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You did it.
Oh my gosh. That was exciting.
Looks like the inside broke. I don't think you were doing a full, like, cutting it fully every time. You, like, snapped it.
No, I didn't. I wasn't even tightening it that often. I spun it around like forever.
Let me see. I haven't
Well,
actually
it's a
cut
good
this.
thing.
I haven't cut
look,
this tubing
look,
yet.
you have so much. You have so much.
Yeah, it looked like you
Okay.
splintered a little bit right there.
Okay, well, good thing we have extra.
Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. Hold on, I want to give this a
jeez.
try.
That hurts my fingers. Twist it around like that.
Okay, like this. So look, tighten it. Go around a couple times so you can tell it's definitely cut into it. Ooh,
That splintered too.
this one did too. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah, wow.
I never said it was
Wow.
your fault. I never said it was your fault.
Wow, look at that. Show the people.
It's,
Show
yeah,
the
look at this.
people.
Look at this.
Here,
You
wait,
can't see it.
up.
Hold on. You got to cover our faces.
No, I don't
That
think
didn't
they
work.
can
Okay,
see.
that didn't work at all.
Compared to mine,
Yeah, you did a much
I
better
did a
job
much
than I
better
did.
job.
Here, let me try again. I'm going to try being a little bit more patient.
Yeah, you flung that thing off.
I did. Well, that's how the last one. The last one was a lot softer than this.
It's because it's frosted. It's more delicate.
Must be.
That's what I read on PC websites.
Frosted tubes are more. Not sharp cutter. Oh no, I disagree. This thing's cutting great. It actually has been a while. I wonder if I can rotate it at all. That might have something to do with it.
Is what?
The blade's getting a little dull.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant by not sharp cutter.
I know, that's what I was agreeing with them. I was agreeing
Well,
with
you were
them.
like, no, this is really sharp.
All right, let's see. Let's see. If I take it a little bit slower.
Someone, cpgeek.org, said that pipe cutter is good for PETG. That's acrylic. You need a saw for clean cuts. You need to use a saw for clean
This
cuts.
isn't acrylic. Is this acrylic? Hold on, what is PMMA? Is PMMA acrylic? Did I buy acrylic and not realize it?
Yeah, guys, is it us or is it the pipes?
Oh, this stuff is acrylic. Well, lesson learned.
So does that mean you can't cut with that?
So you Can you not cut with this then?
Someone said that means you need a saw. Is there a PC saw?
Yeah. Really? I have to saw these? You bought acrylic? I didn't even think about it.
I like that we're all learning together.
Bandsaw or hacksaw? Son of a gun.
Can you just get different pipes?
What if I just take longer?
Can you get different...
Oh, I really want this tubing.
No, I mean like this tubing, but like...
Yeah, this is not going to work.
I'm just happy it wasn't me.
I'm happy it wasn't you too. Actually, I'm kind of sad it wasn't you because that means... Oh yeah, this stuff is just...
Falling apart.
All right, well, gotta order a saw. Dude, I'm sweating.
Yeah, you are.
Is it not hot down here?
No. You might be a little sick still.
Am I still a little sick?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, it's only been a few days.
Well, lesson learned.
Okay.
Dang it. I keep thinking I'm like ready to go. And then...
Lesson learned. Honestly, now, like looking at you doing it, I'm actually very impressed with my cut.
You did the best cut.
I did a really great cut. We just have one small little fragment. But... Oh, you hot?
Yeah. I thought it was just warm down here. I feel fine.
I'm like a little chilly. I'm
Really?
wearing my ghillie suit. Or what is this called? You call it a
Yeah, it's a ghillie suit.
A ghillie suit.
Yeah.
But
3-in-1 on Amazon. It's on sale.
you can use a Dremel.
Metal Mama, can you can use a Dremel? I have a Dremel.
That's
we
what
need
somebody
we need
said.
some new blades. I can go pick up some new
Someone
blades.
said Dremel works great for acrylic. Thank you, Luis. Nice. Isn't this great? We're all learning together.
You should ask Jay's 2 cents for help. He's a water cooling master. I've water cooled a PC before. I just thought this was the same tubing as the last tubing I had. I've only done it once. I can Google anything.
Can use Dremel, but you have to have a cutting bit.
Yeah, I'd have to get more bits anyway. All of our
Give me
Dremel
the
bits
water.
are like 10 years old and they're nasty.
Toss.
Well,
Blake has a good idea. Toss it in a blender. Works like a charm.
Ah, okay. Well, this is disappointing. Good job, Harris.
Let's just spend the rest of the stream observing how well I did with my one cut.
Let's talk about that for the rest of the time. How pregnant are you? Do you want to show them? Is
Do I
that
want
weird?
to show them?
Is that weird?
It's not. It is weird, but it's not.
You don't have to.
Weird. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
She's very pregnant.
Waistlines, anything with a waistband bothers me. That's how pregnant I am.
You feeling better? I'm feeling a lot better. Hard tubing is a dream. Yeah, so the last, you guys know the last PC, Orthros, that I've used for like a year and a half now. That was liquid cooled. Hardline tubing.
I cannot believe that was a year and a half ago. That feels like it was like literally this last fall.
When I built that PC.
Yeah, that feels like it was yesterday.
It was a really fun project. You learn something
you were
new every
like,
time.
because you took all my, what's it called? My strainers, or like my little, you took all my funnels for cooking and you used them
To fill it. Because I didn't have a good fill port. This time I bought like a little fill squeeze bottle.
Oh, nice.
So I don't need to do that. And then we can just pour it right into these little holes. See, like each time you learn something. This time I learned that you can't cut acrylic with a PETG cutter. Son of a gun. Where'd you get your hard tubing in? I got this just from Corsair's website. Learned it was acrylic. It really makes me sad. I'm gonna watch Jay's 2 cents video on this.
Oh, Pyro asked, is there a name for this one?
I don't think I have a name for it yet.
Because I thought you did have like names lined up for the next.
So that's because the next one. So the last one. Do you remember why the last one was named Cerberus or Orthros?
Because it was two brains, basically.
Yeah. It's like 2 heads in 1 body.
Yeah.
There's 2 PCs in 1 case. And what I was gonna do with the next one, you can do a thing where you can build 1 PC, but then split it into like 3 PCs. So like 3 people can be on mouse and keyboards and it functions separately. You have to have 3 GPUs.
Okay.
And I was going to do that one next, all on one PC, but split it into 3 PCs. One for gaming, one for streaming, and one for making a Hackintosh, which is basically like Mac software, but with...
Is that what it's called? A Hackintosh?
Uh-huh.
That's funny.
So I could edit in Final Cut on a beast of a PC like this. I was going to call it Cerberus, which is the 3-headed dog.
That's what you were going to call it.
I was going to call it Cerberus, but now we're just doing a single PC.
Huh.
You can name it from this alone. What, name it acrylic?
So those are all like Greek Roman mythology characters, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is there like a Greek or Roman mythology characters just like one dog?
I feel like we talked about a name last stream. I don't remember what it was. You have to name it after a one-headed dog? So like a dog? We're just going to name it dog. We'll name it Inu.
Isn't there like a constellation that's a dog? It's just one dog?
Name it Leroy Jenkins.
Clifford.
Name it Clifford. Name it Steve. Lassie. You guys are the worst. Name it Pegasus. That's so cheesy. Orthrus was such like a... Like this... Like no one knows the name Orthrus. It's such a cool name.
Also...
I don't know if I'll ever find a name as good. Should we just name it Cerberus anyway? Name it Sam Woodhall? I named my car Sammy. Name it Inu? I don't want to be too much of a weeb. I'm already naming our dog Neko.
I had a realization last night. I was so tired before going to bed when you went to drop off the footage. Mm-hmm. And I was like walking around and I just felt exhausted. And a thought occurred to me that I was like, we're going to have a little puppy running around. It's going to wake us up in the middle of the night.
No, it's not. He's just going to snuggle with us.
And it's going to be like barking and like going to the bathroom everywhere.
We'll train him.
And like ripping things up. And I had the thought cross my mind of like, can I ask Harris to change his mind? And then I was like, no, I can't. Mm-mm. So
we're getting our puppy in less than a month. We're meeting our puppy for the first time in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I'm getting LASIK in a week. We're meeting our puppy in 2 weeks. And getting it in like 3 weeks? 3.5 weeks? 4 weeks?
Yeah, something like that.
You know what kind of dog?
It's a happy third trimester puppy. It's a happy third trimester puppy.
These are also super low key dogs.
Hopefully.
Well, we get to see the temperament.
Yeah. But hopefully.
Wait, so what if name it Horkos? Horcus? I was thinking, what if we named it Minnow? Short for Minotaur? And we called the PC Minnow?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the puppy for a second.
No. Talking about the PC. What if like cause Minotaur, it's just like an insanely powerful beast, like a Minotaur, and we just named it Minnow.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of sick.
Okay.
Chat, what do you think? Name this PC Minnow? I feel like it's a stretch. It might be a little bit of a stretch. I'm very unsure right now. Like Orthrus just felt right. Haven't had that yet. Trying to make a custom PC build under $400. Do you have any recommendations for a graphics card? Yeah, anyone that you can find right now. The 16 series are still awesome. They're great. They've got a great... I don't know if you're using it for streaming or what, but no, the 16 series cards are great. Like a 1660 Super, maybe even a 1660 Ti. This PC I'm on right now has a 1660 Super, and it's 1080p, 144 frames per second. It's pretty beastly. Name it Atlas, carrying Senpai HQ on its shoulders.
What's that mean?
Atlas, the guy holding the globe.
Oh.
You know, it's what we named the Atlas after.
Yeah.
It's a good option.
That's a smart.
Yeah, we got some good options.
Somebody said, what's with all the dogs? The naming stream beats is 2 dogs. And then the Orthros is
So-
dogs.
so
And the answer to that is Harris loves dogs. That's the answer. It's not complicated.
That is a good point. But the Stream Beats logo came from Orthros, the PC. It was inspired by the PC. I get the Stream Beats logo done on Fiverr, and the guy sent me like 5 mock-ups that were all just so bland and vanilla, and they were like, to be fair, like I sent him some things, like, hey, maybe something. I sent him the Spotify logo, something simple and cool and iconic like this, and he sent me a bunch of stuff back, and they were all just so forgettable that I knew like people would look at it and say, oh, it's another generic music app trying to be like Spotify. And I mean, we did like, I think I paid for like 3 reiterations, and he went back and did three more sets of mock-ups, and they all felt like boring, bland knockoff Spotify's. And we had just finished the PC. So I said, why don't you try making I will pay to start over. Like I'll do a whole new order from scratch. Give me a 2-headed dog design. And he sent me we adjusted stuff. Like at first he had the 2-headed dog, like just both facing opposite directions. But, right now one's looking up and one's kind of looking down. And so I had him adjust the head and stuff and do some revisions. But no, it was because I wasn't happy with how it was turning out. And we had just finished the PC and named it Orthros. And I was like, you know what? A 2-headed dog I think would be really strong. Like rather than trying to do something clean and simple and modern, why don't we try to do something strong? And so we went with the 2-headed dog. And I'm really glad we did because I love the logo.
Atlas is a Titan. You could name it Titan.
Yeah, but there's a GPU called a Titan.
Oh.
And
you can't do that.
This isn't it.
You can't do that.
No, like there's this is the RTX 3090 and there's an RTX Titan. And this isn't a Titan. Isn't a Titan.
No, you don't want to do that.
You can see where the
confusion.
Yeah, the confusion would happen there. Oh, so you put a Titan in it. Well, no. I'd have to every person I would explain my PC to, they'd ask if it has a Titan in it. And I'd have to explain that it doesn't. Genesis is pretty dope. Going to the Bible now.
I like Atlas a lot. It's cool.
Atlas is pretty dope. I still kind of like Minnow.
Okay.
What about, we could also name it Hydra, because you can literally plug 6 cameras into it.
Ah.
And I might even put another Camlink
For a second,
Pro
I thought you were going Marvel with this.
Hydra. We just watched Captain America. Well, I might put another Camlink Pro in there instead also, which would give us, I could eventually put 10 cameras into it. And we can name it Hydra. I actually really like that. Like we're gonna have six cameras in the new stream room. Cut 1 camera, 2 will take its place. I think that's it.
Hydra.
I think we call it Hydra. What do you guys think? You guys down for Hydra?
Watching Captain America. So we watched Captain America while Harris was in quarantine. So we watched it through a site that lets you stream like simultaneously, like and watch and like
a watch party site.
A watch party site. And we both at the same time thought the exact same thing. And he messaged me when they do like Hail Hydra, and they put like both of their arms up.
They do this
and
for the Hail Hydra salute.
And Harris is like, what did you say?
I said, do you think they had like a creative brainstorming session to be like, hey, we need a salute. It can't be like Hitler's salute. What salute do we have?
And they're like, add in another arm. And I was thinking the exact same thing. And he messaged me, and I was just thinking the same thing. That they were like, the other arm as well.
Mm-hmm. 1 arm good, 2 arm better.
Yeah. And then I like literally, and then you showed me that thing last night of like, are we the baddies?
Yeah.
Of like, they have skulls on their,
Have you guys seen that it's like a British sketch comedy of like 2 guys during World War II, and one guy walks up to the other guy and he's like, have you looked at our hats? No, not really. They have skulls on them.
Why skulls?
Are we the baddies?
Yeah. And it's just like, Very interesting. Because people never think they're the bad guys.
They never do.
They never do. It's an interesting philosophical conversation of like why that is.
I think there are people who don't deep down think they're the good guys, but instead they just justify their actions.
Yeah, which is just...
This what I'm doing is bad, but it's for the greater good, or someone told me it was okay, or there's a greater cause behind what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just kind of weird. Love how I come on stream and I turn into like philosophical.
Yeah.
I change the direction of...
That was a perfect British accent. I know. I do a really good British accent. My British accent is much better than Sam's American accent.
Oh, Thanos. Yeah, like Thanos.
I would
What
just-
he's doing is wrong, but he thinks it's for the greater good.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
don't-
love the point of like that the whole population will just double again in like what 20 years.
Also,
after
the
that.
fact that it's not going to do that because our population is flattening out.
Yeah,
As society progresses, we don't feel the need to have as many kids.
yeah, and
So it's just not valid.
no, but that like it would bring us back to the point that we were at.
Yeah,
You know,
like
100
30 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
and
were
So it would just come back.
we
to,
were at half the population like 30 years ago. it's really not.
It's hilarious, but also disappointing whenever I read like points like that of people making like Marvel things seem like really dumb. Like when I saw the thing of like when they're fighting, what's it called? When they're fighting Thanos, why didn't they just put Thor's hammer on like his arm and then chop it off and then take the glove? Why didn't they do that?
Idiots.
Or just like you hear solutions that people think of like how they could have easily taken him down, like no problem. And it's like, duh.
But it would have made a bad movie.
Yeah.
The reason I'm not going with PETG is because I really like this frosted tubing. Another thing I learned from the last one is that translucent liquid gets gunked up so fast. Like, I don't want to have to drain this and refill this every couple months. It's not something I have a desire to do. Like, remember my tubing, like my liquid
Yeah.
when I first filled it? It was like white, like
Yeah.
milk,
Yeah.
and now it's clear.
Oh.
All that white stuff went somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to have to deal with that anymore. So we're going with, here, you can actually see it. You want to grab the two colorful fluids down there? So we got clear, just straight up clear. That's going to go in one loop because we got two loops over here. And we got red, but it's transparent red. It's not like thick red. But you put it in this, and it looks like thick red. And so we're going with this frosted tubing instead. And then clear and red.
To give the
transparent
illusion.
fluid. It's called an illusion, Michael. You can milk cool a PC though. I feel like that's not true. I feel like that'll get really gross. What would happen if you heated up milk to about 200 degrees for long periods of time
It'd curdle,
and then
probably.
never cooled it off?
It'd curdle.
Yeah. How long would it take for it to become solid?
I don't know.
Cheese. Jay cooled with beer? Yeah, well, beer doesn't turn into cheese.
Wait, somebody actually put beer in their PC?
Jay probably did.
Did it work?
I know he made who's that one guy with the
Post Malone.
Post Malone? He made Post Malone's PC, and they colored and
I love how you didn't even have to say anything. You're like the guy with the, and then I like knew exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, but they made his PC look like it was cooled with beer. It's pretty cool. They got like bubbles to go in it and stuff, so it looked carbonated.
Post Malone's an interesting character. He's got a house up in Park City. He loves Utah.
Does he?
Yeah.
It would take like 3 days tops, maybe 5, and it would become cheese. Yeah, but could you cheese cool a PC?
Ew.
I'm just saying. It's not a problem as long as the cheese also cools it. No, I like the name that we went with it. Hydra?
Yeah, Hydra's cool.
Is there another like multi-headed, like violently multi-headed beast in any kind of like world mythology?
Medusa has tons of snakes on her head.
Ooh, Medusa wouldn't be bad either. I like Hydra better than
Medusa.
Medusa. Because we can start this, like we can say Hail Hydra in the stream now.
No.
He's not a real person.
I know, it's still...
Is it though?
I don't know. It doesn't give me grave vibes. But, dude, catch it. When did they say that new girl? We said Medusa, and then I said Meduce, and I know that Schmidt says
Does he?
says that. I'm looking it up.
All right. See, chat's already saying Hell Hydra. We're all good. It's a quote from. It's not even a real person. It's a fake Nazi. Can't be Cerberus unless we're doing like a 3-headed thing. Doesn't make any sense. I like the Medusa idea though.
Yeah?
That might have to be a future one if we do a bajillion, like even more. If we do even more cameras, Medusa. Chimera, see, the Chimera just feels too posh, you know? Hydra's probably the best name to know. I agree. I like Hydra. I'm with Kenzie on this. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It's just not...
You're going to have to get over it.
Hold on. I'm sorry, nobody cares but me, but I'm doing this because I am trying to find a new girl quote. So.
Here's the deal. One day we'll do a PC. We'll have a reason for it in the new place. We'll do a Threadripper PC that we can split into 3 different PCs. We'll try it one day. We'll try doing a gaming, streaming, and Hackintosh PC in there.
It's the episode when Winston is mad at Schmidt for showing off at trivia night, and he knows a lot, and he brags about his knowledge of Greek mythology and calls Medusa Meduce Deuce.
Didn't we just watch that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's in season 2, I think.
Yeah. Anyways, I needed to get that off my chest, because...
Next up on Harris's career being a Marvel villain. Here's the deal with Marvel villains, though. I told you about this. Sometimes they say things.
Oh, don't say this.
Just sometimes when you hear someone describe a bad guy, like have you ever heard like a bad guy's henchman or someone like an evil villain in a movie get described and you're like, you know what, I get that.
That sounds really bad.
Yeah. What was it? Maybe I need to give an example.
No, what he said, it was in...
When an evil villain... It's more than just I get that. Like, you get inspired.
Red Skull.
It's when you get inspired by it.
Well, it was Johann Schmidt,
Yeah.
and it was his little henchman.
I know.
Said,
But wait. I just want to... I want to make sure... I want to see how many people are on my side with this. When someone describes a bad guy and it inspires you, and you're like, I want to be described that way. Have you ever had that happen? I'm going to give you guys a second before we tell you what the actual situation is. Kurama? Well, that's Nine Tails.
Everyone's
Nope,
like, nah.
no,
Some people
no.
are saying, nah, I get that. So
It's just a deep villain. Okay, so what did he say?
He said
it was when the Johann Schmidt, like the short scientist guy, was captured.
No, Johann Schmidt is the name of the... Anyways, it was Red Skull's
Oh, no,
henchman.
Red Skull. Yeah, no, Johann Schmidt is Red Skull,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was his little stooge's name? We're going to call him Shmee. When Shmee was captured and the guy was like, the plan is crazy. And Shmee was like, the sanity of the plan is of no consequence. And he said, why not? He said, because he can do it. And I loved that.
Zola, that's his name.
Zola.
Yeah. And you texted me and you're like, is it weird? While we were watching, you're like, is it weird that was kind of like low key, like a cool line or something like that? And I was like, a little bit.
Is it weird that line is like, I want to be that? I want to embody that?
the sanity of the plan.
The sanity of the plan is of no consequence because I can do it. I should just tweet that out. Guys, if I tweet that out, can you guys not call me out on it? And
no, don't tweet that out.
Can we just see how Twitter responds to it?
Harris is a Marvel villain. You know what's funny though is that this is a side of Harris that like is weirdly. Anyways, he's saying all this.
Were you gonna say attractive?
No, I wasn't.
You
I was
were
gonna
gonna say attractive.
I was not gonna say attractive. I don't know what I was gonna say. But you have this like you say stuff like this, but then while I'm watching like Marvel movies, I'm like, you're so much like Captain America.
as I'm looking up to Red Skull.
Yeah, but like when I watch Marvel movies, if you were most like any Marvel character, you remind me of Captain America. You're very like do the right thing. Like you could be an evil villain if you had a very poor moral code. Maybe. I don't know. But you have a very, very strong moral code that you stand by, which makes you very Captain America-esque.
It's because I was raised by Captain Picard. Biscuit Gaming. Welcome to the True Senpais. There was another new member earlier in chat, and it's not showing up in here, so I'm not sure who it was, but whoever, I don't think I called it out. Thank you. Kuzuryu is a perfect name. What's a Kuzuryu? I'm going to Google that.
Harris's ego just got a boost. Yeah, when I said that to him the other night when we were watching the video, I was like, you remind me of Captain America. And he's like, I think you love me a little too much.
No, I said, I think you think a little too highly of me.
Yeah.
Or you think too much of me. It was really sweet.
And then I said...
It was the scene when Captain America jumped on the grenade when he was still tiny. That was where it was.
Yeah. I feel like you're definitely more him than any other original Marvel's Avengers. And then I said, and I'm Bucky.
You are my Bucky. No, you're my Peggy.
No, I'm Bucky. I'm the...
Why are you Bucky?
I'm the Winter Soldier.
Why are you the Winter Soldier?
Because I am.
It's a 9-headed dragon in Japanese folklore, Kuzuryu. It's just a little bit too much of a mouthful.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my PC, Kuzuryu. And they're like, oh, okay. You're that guy.
Not to make this whole stream about like Marvel and Avengers because we've just been watching.
We've been watching through the movies. I wanted to watch one last night, but I was filming until 1 or 2.
But when he was sick, yeah, we watched one every day while he was sick. And what's it called? No, I'm Bucky because
Can you read this? Hold on. This blue one.
She has a robot.
No. This one from the blue text, from the blue name.
Oh, so what you're saying is Harris also has the ass of America? Yes. If you did squats regularly,
I can't because my back. If I did lunges,
if you did lunges,
I'll start doing more lunges.
Yeah, you could. But no, why I say I'm Bucky is because you were it's kind of like the dynamic of like, we're like besties.
We are besties.
And you're like the like kind of, pre-Captain, because Captain America is like you in the sense that he's like...
Are you saying I'm skinny Captain America?
No, it's that you have the background. Part of what makes Captain America great is that he had the background of being like picked on, being like the little guy, and then he like turned into like superhero status. And so you have a little bit of that where you've like grown up and matured and you've evolved, but you have the background of kind of being like skinny Captain America.
Inside I'm still a skinny kid.
Yeah. You're still scrawny Captain America.
I don't like bullies.
Yeah, and
Animal Juneja? Is that right? What was that noise?
Is that your iPad?
No, I think it was the PC. What was that?
I don't know.
Did I miss like a Stream Elements donation or something? I don't even have those turned up because I don't have a donation link anywhere. I have no idea if you guys watching the stream, did someone donate? What was that noise? Oh, we'll never know. I feel like that just blew everyone's eardrums.
Cap was never about the powers. He's about the heart. That's you. And I'm Bucky. He's a little dark and twisty. He's not quite as straight edge. He's got a little bit of, But he follows Captain America, supports him, and that's me.
I'd still rather you be Peggy, though.
Yeah, I'm not Peggy. She's too hardcore.
She is a little bit more hardcore than you.
Yeah. I feel like, what's it called on that alignment chart? I feel like Bucky's like, what is it?
Oh, so you have chaotic, neutral, and...
I'm more neutral.
So you have good, neutral, and evil.
Yeah, I'm more neutral.
You have lawful, neutral, and chaotic.
And you're like purely lawful. I'm a little more neutral.
You're neutral good?
I feel like I'm neutral good.
I think you're neutral good.
Yeah.
But. By the way, Abhishek Bhattacharya. I hope I didn't botch that.
You did.
Welcome to the True Senpais. Thank you so much. See the new Black Widow movie? No, so we're going to watch through all of them. We're going to watch through all the Marvel movies. We're like 5 in right now. We just finished Avengers. And because there's a bunch of them I haven't seen. I haven't seen the third Iron Man. Is that next?
Oh, the third Iron Man's meh.
I haven't seen either of the Ant-Man movies.
Those are good.
Paul
Paul Rudd's the GOAT. Paul Rudd's so great.
I feel like there's also 1 or 2 others that I haven't seen.
Neither of us were so behind. Like, we were so behind on, like, Marvel stuff that when it was all coming out and we went and saw, like, the movies in theaters, we went and saw, like, Endgame and Avengers, or Endgame and... What's the other one? Whatever. Whatever the two Endgame ones are. Part 1 and Part 2. We saw both of those in theaters, like, the weekend that it opened.
Well, there's Infinity War.
Infinity War, yes. We saw Infinity War and Endgame, like, the weekend that they opened with, like, groups of people that, like, knew everything. And I remember being like, Paul Rudd's in this? Like, I was like, when did he come in? And
there's an Ant-Man movie.
And I, like, hadn't seen, like, half of the movies, and I was so confused the whole time. And then we, like, retroactively got into them. I did, and I've watched through all of them now, and now I feel like I'm a, like, low-key Marvel nerd. And then, like, now
You've seen more of them than I have.
Yeah.
You watched them all in a row.
Anyways.
No, negative COVID test. I think I'm going to take another one today just to be extra safe. See, I don't feel warm anymore.
That's good.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you're just kind of...
I was, like lifting stuff. I moved this onto here and, like, setting up the stream. I think I was just heating myself up.
Yeah.
And my body's still a little
You did
bit.
enjoy a cold shower the other night.
I did. It was nice. Hope you're feeling better. Mandy Player One, I am feeling better. Thank you. My PC is garbage, but I also live in the same state. Oh, dude, what up? Utah's great. Someone says, what's your favorite anime? Mine is Love is War. Love is War is
Great.
probably in my top 3. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Kaguya-sama Love is War,
It's cute.
the last episode of season 1, like, makes me tear up. You fully vaxxed? Oh, yeah. We're getting Kenzie vaccinated next week, too. It's so... I thought it was pretty clear from my tweet that you weren't vaccinated because you were pregnant.
The way it was worded.
If someone says if I say she's pregnant and not vaccinated, like, you should just assume.
You can never assume in this economy.
No, I know people don't, but that's because people are dumb. Like, if someone says my wife is pregnant and not vaccinated, it's because we're working with her OB to decide the perfect time, the safest time to get her vaccinated. Like,
Which there really isn't any.
I feel like that should be the like, unless I say otherwise, you should assume that.
In this economy, no way.
I had so many people, why isn't she vaccinated? Because we're working with her doctors, the professionals, to find the safest point. We don't go outside, so we're playing very safe. Like, it's so ridiculous.
We're hermits. We stay in literally constantly. So whatever did get you sick, I don't know how you got sick. That's what freaks me out, is that, like, whatever you got, where did it come from? Because we don't leave our house. We see Scott to drop off footage.
I got it from Scott. It was Scott.
And that's it.
No, but you've dropped off all the last little bit
that's
of
what I'm
footage.
saying. I'm saying, like, if you see anyone, it's Scott.
I mean, we wore masks and went to Costco and no one else was wearing masks. Could have been that.
Maybe, I don't know. But it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is what it is. Getting sick and normal, good to build immunity. Yeah, and it was just a day. Not a big deal. My fever broke that night. My body's still just recovering a little bit.
It was so sad. I hate it when
We
you're
love
sick.
Scott. We do love Scott.
We stand Scott in this house.
I did give a plausible explanation. I missed it.
For how you got sick?
Yeah, apparently Sam had a theory.
Ah.
By the way, guys, what do you think about the lines here? So I'm really frustrated with this one right here. I didn't realize how far it was going to be exposed, and so with only 3 combs on it, like, I really like how the bend has come together up here. I spent a lot of time bending that to make it a real nice crisp curve. But then, like, this just looks so, like, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, if I bring this comb down here, this just gets all separated up here. So I ordered another one of these with 6 combs. And because that one cable just is never going to look good no matter what I do. But I think these two look really solid. I spent a lot of time really getting them to look as straight as possible. Is there not a cutout by the CPU pins? No, there's not at all. It's all supposed to go down. And I'm fine with that. These cables are so cool. I'd prefer if I could get it to really be a nice clean clean line down there. And so that's what I'm really gonna have to try to do is get a really nice clean bend going down there. If I can do that, that'll look amazing. And I kind of like that there's like 3 holes and each line is going into a different hole kind of thing. Don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just give me some credit for the work that I did there.
I give you all the credit.
Yeah. Just humor me.
I give you all the credit, man.
I think it's looking great. I think if we can
Me
get a
too.
nice like RGB fan here and RGB fan up here, lighting it up a little bit, kind of whitening things up.
Oh, so it's going to be RGB.
A little bit.
Rainbow?
Like, no, just white.
Oh.
So the whole build is going to be black with white and red accents.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought RGB was like rainbow.
Well, RGB just means it has
Light.
Light with
Potential.
color control.
Okay, got it.
You have an a red, a green, and a blue, but if you put them all together, it makes white.
I don't understand how red, green, and blue make all the colors. I really don't. But
Yeah, it's weird.
That's for another time. Because isn't it red, yellow, and blue? Those are the primary colors. So shouldn't it be red, yellow, and
Those
blue?
are like the church primary colors.
No, those are the primary colors of art. Are red, yellow, and blue. It really is. I promise.
Well, you're thinking it. Well, like there's the primary.
Red, yellow, blue, and then from that, red and yellow make orange.
I don't know.
And then red and blue make purple.
She's
And
right.
Yes,
It's optical primary colors.
which are apparently different.
Pigment mixes different than light. Yeah, so those are the primary pigments, and then there's cyan, magenta, and aquamarine. No, cyan, magenta, and yellow. Cyan, magenta, and yellow. Right? It's cyan, magenta, and yellow.
That's for printing. It's similar to like the paper, or the primary colors.
Cyan, magenta, and yellow are printer colors.
Printing?
RGB is a monitor.
Printing is a scam.
Oh yeah, no, they're a whole.
If I became president, I would make printers my number one and Public Enemy number one. It's 2021. How printers shouldn't be allowed to break down and be as dumb as they are.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We're getting into 3D printing, and
Seriously,
we never fully figured out 2D printing.
When 3D printing's more reliable than 2D printing,
Yeah,
we missed a step, guys.
yeah.
Let's go back.
Hewlett and Packard. I don't trust those guys anymore.
Yeah.
Don't trust them at all.
I like this. This is a conversation that we have a lot about if we became president, what our platform would be.
Very first thing I would do if I was
is
president.
metric system.
Switch over to the metric system.
Yeah.
100%.
We always say stuff like that.
Could you? I mean, like there would still be things that would need to be imperial just for tradition. Things like a football field would still have to be 100 yards. What are you gonna do? 122 meters or whatever it is?
I don't know.
You can't do that. I think
No,
a meter is long.
I
Is a
think
meter
part of my
longer than a
platform
yard?
would also be just eliminating football.
A meter is longer than a yard, so it'd be like 80. Yeah, just get rid of football.
Get rid of football. Scratch it.
Yeah, then we wouldn't have to worry about it.
I would say get rid of American football, replace it with soccer. That would be
Soccer is just as no
No,
traditional football.
no,
If anything, it's worse.
no.
Let me just roll around and cry.
Nope.
That's what
nope.
half the game is.
You're gonna just.
I'm fine
zip.
with making
You're
people
gonna
angry.
zip. No, you're gonna zip.
It's true. A sport where people fake getting hurt. No, not into it.
Tell me you never played soccer
You know
without
what
telling
I
me you
would
never
replace
played
it.
soccer.
I played a lot of soccer. You know what I would replace it with? You know what I would make the national sport? Hockey. I would make America's national. We would just be buddies with Canada. Hockey. Absolutely.
None of you getting elected.
Curling?
That's true.
This is about Neymar, isn't it? It's always about Neymar. Neymar is a giant weenie. Fight.
Anyways, yeah, let's we should save this conversation of our fake political platforms for when we start our podcast.
Not voting for either of you. Yeah. What would we do if we were president?
Yeah.
We're getting a whole episode around that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd present it, and then we could have the audience say who they'd vote for between the two of us. Who's America they'd want to live in. And none of it's like actually political. It's just like stupid things that like if you could be like presidential declaration or what's it called? order, executive
Oh,
order.
an executive. You could sign an executive order.
Orders I would sign the day I became president, and that's just your platform. It's basically like high school elections. You just promise like the most crazy things that like are never gonna happen, but you're like, this is what I would do if I could. It's that.
Executive order. Yeah, so executive order number 1 would be moving to the metric system. I feel like I used to have like a list of 3 things. I feel like maybe there was a time in my life where I wanted to be president more than I do now. Because I had like 3 things. Like if I was president, I would do these things. I don't have those anymore.
No.
Just that one. I can't remember what they were. They were good too.
I feel like I remember early in our marriage, you had like 3 things that you would say that you would do if you could, if you were president. It was always metric system was always enemy number 1.
No. Imperial system was enemy number 1.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Maybe I'd get rid of TikTok.
No, I'll fight you on that.
No. I wouldn't get rid of TikTok. I'd get rid of TikTokers. The moment it would be illegal to get over 2 million followers on TikTok. That's what it would be. You can't get over 2 million followers on TikTok.
I'd get rid of like I'd make it finable offenses if you say words incorrectly.
Yeah, like both?
No, like, what was it? It was on Family Guy. There was a segment that I saw on TikTok of like Family Guy did it where they said the things that people say incorrectly that I was like, thank you. They're like it was like Stewie became president and he was like, as of right now, if you say these things wrong, like jail. And like it was all the things that I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I hate it when people say those like phrases wrong. Anyways.
Just bring back Vines. They tried to bring back
that
Vine.
would be part of my platforms.
Bring back Vine. They tried that.
No,
it was
but
terrible.
I would do it right.
It was awful.
I would do it right.
That's what TikTok is.
No, I would do it right.
The reason Vine was so great is because there wasn't Vine culture yet.
But this is a non-existent thing, so I would just bring it like back in time, so it like never left. Like
Keep it from dying.
Keep it from dying. And
it would just be what TikTok is today.
True. But
how do you say schedule? Schedule.
No, this is like
So far. Wait, so what's your first executive order?
I don't even remember. Printers. Okay.
Get
all the printer people in jail. That's go to jail.
What would
Like
resolve
Parks and
that
Rec?
problem?
Right to jail.
Straight to jail. What would be the resolution to that?
Get rid of paper.
You love paper.
I like journals and I like books, but I don't like unnecessary. Give me a document to sign on an iPad. Email it to me. Text it to me. There's no reason for paperwork to exist.
What would be like an amazingly creative solution for destroying printer manufacturers? Like you know why the Michelin star rating system exists?
Because they wanted
people to drive more and waste their tires. You guys know this, right? You know, like the Michelin star system for restaurants. It's a 5 Michelin star restaurant, or how do you say it?
Yeah.
5 Michelin star restaurant. Like it's because people weren't wearing out their tires fast enough. And so Michelin started rating these restaurants that were outside of town all over the world much higher. So people drove like, hey, we got the weekend free. We want to get sushi. Oh, here's a 5-star Michelin restaurant. Let's go all the way over there. And people started wearing out their tires faster. There's a creative solution to getting rid of these printers. And I don't know what it is yet.
I don't know. Driver's licenses on phones. That's another one. Why do I need to carry around a physical driver's license? That we agree on. That's a bipartisan agreement. Yeah.
What if HP sponsored you? I think we
did do something
We did
for
an HP. Remember the click thing? And we did a whole day in a life. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, they came and filmed us for a whole day. It was weird.
Yeah, we did an HP sponsorship a long time ago.
Yeah. Year 1 of Vine. But it wasn't for a printer.
No, it's for their laptops.
Yeah, which okay.
Okay, easy now.
Well, I've got my HP laptop.
Apple Wallet is driver's license coming soon, dude. I'm so pumped for that. I'm so excited to have my driver's license.
Yeah, but like,
on my
if you
phone.
get pulled over, is a cop gonna be like accept that? Probably
you
not.
you can't. I think it's more of a law though. It doesn't matter if the like as long as the state accepts it, the officer has to accept it.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, who is the enemy? What? There is a creative solution to getting rid of printers. Just put a cap at how much you can sell ink for. that's what it is.
Well,
You know,
it's
they
not even
sell-
that. It's that they break down and don't connect and like don't work after like a year. Like it works fine, and then they're just like, can't find anything
just
anymore.
require them to like make it a law where they have to warranty it for 5 years. Change everything.
Yeah. Oh, like, okay, phrases like, I could care less.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
that
could
should be
care
like
less.
that's what
I hate it
back
when
to my
people say
earlier
that.
point. It should be finable offense if you say I could care less because you couldn't care less.
If you could care less, it means you care an amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really annoying. People say that.
Intensive purposes.
Intents and purposes?
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes?
When people say intensive purposes,
Mm-hmm.
find.
Or the Pacific Ocean? I'm just
No.
kidding. I've never heard anyone say
No,
that.
no, it's specifically.
People say Pacifically?
My English teacher did in elementary school.
Pacifically?
Yeah, or in middle school, she would say pacifically.
I don't know about that.
Nip it in the butt versus nip it in the bud. Like, people, learn your idioms, learn your phrases.
My business partner says irregardless. Yeah, whenever
He
Kenzie
does that to me
whenever
all the
Kenzie
time on
says
purpose.
regardless, I correct her and say irregardless because it makes her question herself.
It doesn't anymore, but it used to.
It was my favorite thing to do for so long. Every time she'd say it, I'd go irregardless. And she'd have to think about it for a minute and realize
when
I was
people-
trolling her.
This might old timers disease instead of Alzheimer's.
Who says old timers disease?
A woman in my ward from back east. And it's on here as the thing that
How about
people
just
say.
saying pumpkin? People say pumpkin instead of pumpkin.
You're just directly attacking the South now.
No, I'm attacking the East. This was Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. It's its own thing. Oh, when people say espresso, your sister, instead of espresso.
Yeah, she's even a coffee person. That's bad.
Yeah.
See, it would be okay. I've never had one. So if I said it, it would be understandable until you corrected me the first time. It's like, it's espresso. I'd be like, oh, and then I'd never make that mistake again. People who say both. People who don't know how to say the plural of the word woman.
Now we're just attacking your sister.
Now we're attacking my family. Yeah, my brother and sister. Drew says it wrong.
Especially, that's another one.
Ah,
I hate that. Thank you.
Especiallys.
Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. And this isn't just like, this isn't like a difference in how it's pronounced, like pecan and pecan, as Darian
Pecan?
suggested. People say pecan pie
Yeah,
versus pecan in certain areas. That's a dialect issue. I have no issues with dialects. It's that the word is especially, not especially.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm passionate about
just
that.
both. Putting that L, I had to relearn the word both in my 20s. That was rough.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to relearn a word?
I don't think so. No. Anything my parents said incorrectly, I just was like, wrong. Like I didn't like adopt it. I was like, that's weird.
I had to relearn a couple words.
Like what is it?
You
my
had
mom?
you had to relearn love.
Yeah. Like, what does my mom say? There's one thing my mom says that I was like, nope, we're not going to do that. We're not going to call it that. And my dad also he called jeans dungarees.
That's just an old person thing.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, it's jeans. Anyways, it's hilarious.
Going up north.
We're gonna make this a podcast episode. One of our first podcast episodes when it launches. Is
Ban-
just what we would do.
Banned talking. What if we just banned socializing?
We could have our actual platforms of like the things that we really would love to change if we could, that aren't political, just like dumb things. And then we could have like our list of like extremes. And it's like, I personally would love to live in a world like this, but I won't make it one. Well, actually, that's kind of the same thing. But we could have go from like pretty docile
like
to like really
there's a difference
extreme.
between like becoming president and changing the current, like having the control to change the current country and make rules versus I'm going to start my own country with these rules, and anyone who wants to join me is welcome to, because this is my
like an
ideal.
island.
This
You're
is
like,
my ideal society.
Like, we're moving to an
and
island.
it's not for everybody, but it's for me.
I
And
feel
if
like
it's for you
I
too.
feel like for you it'd be like quiet hours start at 8 p.m.
Oh, or just having a decibel limit in general.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever people drive by and they're blasting music,
Or-
really. Oh, that's one.
Or just constant, like, even without a pandemic, like social distancing.
Always.
If you don't know the person, everyone has a 4-foot bubble. Always.
Yeah.
Always. Maybe, passing them in an aisle is fine, but like standing in line, 4 feet, all the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
Just, what's the matter with you? I'll give you 3 feet. I'll give you 3 feet.
No, honestly, even pre-pandemic, if a line was happening, I never understood. Oh, adding it to my platform. Standing up on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
If once it lands, and then they're like,
I would do that now. Like in this country, if you are in aisle 15 and you walk past aisle 14 as they're ready to like trying to get off, fine.
no, just like when you land, and then everyone,
that too.
everyone stands
That
up.
too.
Where are you going, my guy?
Pet peeve of mine though is when I'm in aisle 14 and like this, the aisle across, I'm waiting for the people in the other side of aisle 14 to get their stuff and get out. And then this dude in aisle 15 pushes past as I'm like waiting to get out. And then the whole row, aisle 15
Yeah.
pushes past me as I'm standing there waiting to get out.
We are not plane clappers. Someone just
I-
asked, do you guys clap when the plane lands? No.
Never.
we
Why
are
would
not plane
anyone ever
clappers.
do that? Do you clap when I go live?
I think that, I don't think that,
It's my job.
the only time I can understand that even in the realm of possibility of it being something that happens
Is if it was like
an awful we're gonna die
or
flight.
an engine failed and they saved the plane.
Yeah.
I'll clap for them.
Yeah.
Good job. You did your job. You landed the plane. Most of the flight was autopilot. You just sat up there and played cards. But if a person in aisle 15 walks past a person in aisle 14, that's a fine. 100% that's a fine.
It like gives me so much. The plane lands and I'm always just sitting there.
And then everyone stands up.
And I'm always
What are
just
you
looking.
doing?
I'm like, are you enjoying your head being tilted at this angle underneath the baggage waiting to get out? Like, are you enjoying that time just standing there for like 10 minutes? I could probably think of so many things. I'm gonna make a mental list so when we do this.
BG Dave, you came in while we're, is it BG or Big? Yeah, BG Dave. We're expressing our political platforms for when we run for president.
Hypothetically.
Not jointly, but as she runs for president and as I run for president.
Stupid things
Although
that we
it
do.
sounds
Not
like
actual
it
political
sounds
changes,
like
like just
we-
stupid things that societally we do that it was like I would.
Wait, here's a thought.
Cut
What
that
if
out.
what if neither of us were president and vice president? What if we were co-presidents?
I don't think we would run on the same. I don't think we have the same.
We're pretty close. This whole airplane thing, like we're both pretty much like we're on the same page here.
Neither of us is too far off. We're just not. I think we'd have different priorities. Like you, metric system.
You don't
I
want
like-
the metric system?
I get it, but that's not a priority for me. I'm okay. I've lived with the imperial system my whole life.
Yeah.
I would
what-
have to relearn it, and that doesn't sound like fun to me. That's like math.
You-
I know how much a foot
Do
is.
you-
I don't want to.
How many feet are in a mile?
No idea.
Yeah. How many meters are in a kilometer?
1,000.
Okay, that took you a little longer than it should have.
I'm telling you,
But you still knew.
Yeah, but still.
Do you want to have to explain to our daughter the difference between an ounce and a fluid ounce? I still don't know the difference between an ounce and a fluid ounce. What is the difference between an ounce and a fluid ounce? An ounce is weight, fluid ounce is volume, right?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is it called a foot?
Well, because they used to measure. That's how we got a foot.
It's so, but everyone has different
Do you?
size
Am I making
feet.
that up?
Everyone has different-
Can someone Google that?
It's like paces. Why don't we go by paces?
No, I'm saying.
Why do we
that's what
call
I'm
them
saying.
yards? We should call them paces.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And
feet.
knots. And knots.
Can someone back me up? Did I make that up? But I'm pretty sure I was right. It was the king's foot. Okay. We never had a king in America.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that.
Did they used to go by the imperial system?
I don't know. I mean, it could be a made-up thing, but I feel like I heard that it used to be just like
Why?
the average size of your foot, and then we kind of like got it from that.
Just, I don't understand like the difference in units, like foot, yard, mile. Like it feels like there should be something in between there.
Yeah.
3 feet equals a yard.
Okay. So the imperial system started in the UK. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Imperial, king, imperial system.
Oh, okay.
So we can blame the British.
It is Sam's
It's
fault.
Sam's fault.
It's always Sam's fault.
I should have put that together. Imperial system.
We were
Duh.
ruled by a king in America at one point. It wasn't America when we were ruled by a king. So no, America was never ruled by a king.
Go touch some grass. Go watch go watch Hamilton. Then come talk to us. Just kidding. Anyways. Funny stuff. Hey, I'm not a royal.
Sam's fault.
Anyways.
Blame the Americans for not switching to metric.
We had a lot on our plates, I guess. Mm-hmm. It was low on our priority list.
And now I'm just imagining all the things that I'd like, it'd be nice if this was gone. Be nice if this was gone. Realistically though, yeah, false advertising on like food and stuff. Oh, I'd get that out of there so fast.
Oh yeah.
Get that out of there so fast.
Just clean that up.
Oh,
make that,
yeah.
Make that a little more.
It's so bad.
That kind of like runs into like actual political.
Speaking of which, I want to go get a Red Bull. That sounds really good.
No.
Sounds really good.
No.
I've fallen off the horse.
You have. No.
It's bad.
No Red Bull.
Maybe a little
I'll
Red
make
Bull.
you a Mio.
Maybe a little Red Bull. All right, I got to go get a cutter for this. That
Okay.
makes me so sad. You did a great job. Look how good this cut is. Versus,
Yours is janky.
dude, mine
Yours
looks
is janky.
mine looks like a tooth when someone goes in to see the dentist because like they fell on a skateboard.
Can you see?
That's
I feel
not,
like you can
that
even.
one's not on. Here, cover your face. Put it in front of your face.
Oh,
There you
look
go.
at that. It's so janky.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenzie crushed it though. Look at this thing. Hold on, cover your face.
Here, wait. I'll put it in front of my
Alright.
face again. Look at that. Perfection. Almost. Except for that little crack.
Yeah, Kenzie nailed it. Kenzie had the best cut of the whole
Back
thing.
to the beginning.
Didn't know it was acrylic. Now we know. I'll watch
Have
some
you told
videos and
them-
order what I need to order.
Do they know what you've been doing for the last month?
For the last month?
Yeah.
What have I been doing for the last month?
Lessons.
Oh,
They know about that?
I think I
series?
briefly mentioned it a little bit.
Anyways.
Yeah, guys, we got a video coming out early to mid. I don't know how long it'll take as our first one. So on this channel, we got some big videos coming that I'm excited about. In fact, Scott's in here.
It's like a series.
I was going to text you, Scott. When you get done with videos, when you have break time, you should get started on this video that I'm talking about.
Scott's probably like, what are you talking about?
No, he knows.
The
He knows
cryptic.
what they are.
It's so cryptic.
No, I've been doing videos. I'm doing the first one now, but I want to start doing videos where I make a change like every month and I try something for a month. Things that I've like always wanted to do and haven't dedicated to it, but now because I can turn it into a video and I can convince myself it's my job, I can make time for it. I've been taking Japanese lessons for like 2.5 years, just like once a week. Just recently moved up to 2 a week, like 2 months ago. And this month, I wanted to see what would happen if I took a Japanese lesson every single day. So this month, I've taken a Japanese lesson every single day. There have been 2 days where I've missed one, and so instead I doubled lessons the next day. So like yesterday I had 2 Japanese lessons because I was sick and I didn't take a lesson on Monday. So for the entire month of July, I've taken a Japanese lesson every day. And documenting the whole thing. Next month should be fun too.
Yeah.
Next month, because I'm in the middle of a lot of physical therapy right now, but I want to get back to the gym.
I think you should add in one other thing
To what?
to the next month.
One other body part or what?
One other part of the challenge.
What do you mean?
Gym plus food.
Oh yeah, no. So so what I'm gonna do next month, since I can't. So my shoulder, I'm having physical therapy on my shoulder and my back, so I can't lift legs, chest, or shoulders right now. So I'm just gonna do arms every day for an entire month. Just alternate between biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps, biceps, triceps every day. We're gonna see
how injured he gets.
How injured. We're gonna see how my arms look at the end of the month, and also like.
And the goal is gonna be for him to lose as many pounds as I gain. Every pound that I gain.
I'll probably also add some stuff, like I'll do some occasional abs in the middle, in the beginning when I'm warming up to it and I can't work out that often. My arms,
cool.
I'll throw
we could
a
get a shot of
in
my
there.
stomach growing, and then we could get a shot of your
mine,
arms,
mine shrinking.
Your
I'm not
stomach
fat.
And your arms.
I'm not fat yet.
Changing.
So yeah, but I'll also like eat right with it, do the occasional abs with it, maybe do like some lunges if because I can do lunges with my back, but still not fall short of arms every day, except for the very beginning when I'm getting used, like if my arms need an extra rest, I'll do like biceps, triceps, lats, because I can do lats. There's gonna be peeled just my arms. Just my arms.
You're gonna look like that Pokemon.
Machamp?
Yeah, you're gonna look like Machamp.
Machoke? The only two-armed one?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing to look like. As long as I don't look like the four-armed one. Machamp. Is it Machamp or is it Machamp?
I'm so happy I learned all the Pokemon thanks to you.
Is it Machamp or is it... How is that one pronounced?
Machamp.
He's Machamp. Machamp? Machop? I actually don't know.
I'm gonna say, I never thought I'd say this, but me knowing Pokemon it's actually a valid thing for me to know. I feel like not knowing any Pokemon whatsoever was kind of like a...
Embarrassing
place to be in.
Yeah.
So I'm happy I know now. I can make references, I can get references.
Yeah.
It's a whole culture. I just really...
If nothing else, it's for me.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to get to work on the next video. We got a video hopefully going up tomorrow. We're working hard on it. And I got to figure out how to cut this. So thanks for hanging out. Sorry we didn't end up getting much into this because I had the wrong cutter for it. You live and you learn.
Oh, right before you leave, congrats, BG Dave. You got an email back about Logitech about a sponsorship.
Oh, it's awesome.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, homie. I'm getting DMCA strikes despite on YouTube being stream beats. First of all, you probably have gotten a claim. A DMCA strike is very different. You haven't gotten any of those because I have to manually do that, and I have never done that. If you've gotten a claim, there are always going to be false claims. In the Stream Beats Discord, there's a claim submission file, and we always, if there seems like there's a song that's getting it more often than others, or if there is a company that's false claiming, we go and we report that. So yeah, go ahead and file that in the Discord, but make sure you're not going out telling people that you're getting DMCA claims because those are a totally different thing that you're not getting.
Telemundo.
It might be like Telemundo was claiming a lot of stuff for a long time, and we had some serious problems, and we went out and we fixed it. But it's a rough one. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I am feeling a lot better. Thanks for hanging out. This is gonna be my last stream for a little bit because we're going out of town this weekend. And then a week from today, when I normally stream after I get back, I'm actually getting LASIK. So this will be my last stream with glasses, unless I want to do like a random little stream this weekend and I find the time for it. But if not, yeah, this will be my last stream with glasses. Guys, I'll see you soon. Keep an eye out for the video coming tomorrow and some awesome stuff coming soon. Thanks for listening to Stream Beats. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye, guys.
See you guys next time. Peace.